Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Call Me By Your Name, starring Armie Hammer, Timothy Chalamet, Michael Stolberg, Amira Caesar, something like that. Forgive me if I said that wrong. And Esther Garrel, and directed by Luca Guadagnino. Forgive me if I said that wrong too. Now, before I get into this movie, I just have to say I did see this twice. And both times, well, we'll talk about how I feel about this one. Let's get into it. In the summer of 1983 in Italy, Elio, played by Timothy Chalamet, and his family lets Oliver, played by Armie Hammer, stay in their house for the summer. And I do like how we get introduced to both Elio and Oliver. I like Timothy Chalamet much better here than in Lady Bird, where I felt in that movie he was a complete asshole. And here, he's much more relatable as a character. I usually like Armie Hammer in other movies such as The Social Network, The Lone Ranger, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Here I like this character, but my problem is by the end of the movie, I feel like he's a hypocrite, and I'll explain why at the end of the show. Northern Italy is shot very beautifully, meaning I love the location of where we see Northern Italy. When Oliver says later, which will be coming back again and again in this movie, Elio thinks he's being impolite when he really means goodbye. How dumb is Elio? I mean, really. The moment when Elio touches his dick is not only making me uncomfortable, but I also thought to myself, what the fuck? Then he plays music on the piano, and he and Oliver are starting to get used to each other at this point, and that's when the gay romance begins. Yes, I said it, the gay romance. Here comes the uncomfortable part for the rest of the fucking movie, I feel like. This movie is very fucking slowly paced. I've never seen a movie dragged for more than 2 hours and 12 minutes, and I felt this was a 2 hour and 35-minute movie. Even The Last Jedi is better paced than here. The reason I'm saying this is because this movie is way too fucking boring for me. Elio gets a nosebleed, and I thought, is he alright? Because the poor guy is bleeding from his nose. Does it constantly happen? If yes, I would see a doctor for that. If that kept happening to me. Am I the only one who thinks Elio is cheating on Oliver, or is Elio cheating on Marzia? Because someone is not only going to get hurt, but heartbroken. Is this movie a porno to gays and guys and women? Because that's what it fucking feels like. I'm not the biggest porn fan, because I swear to God that shit really makes me uncomfortable. Oliver and Elio play this game called Call Me By Your Name, which is the title of the movie, and I'll call you by my name. Or call you by my name, excuse me. And honestly, if it were a boy and a girl, that would be really stupid and awkward. But for the gay guys or the lesbian women, it works. But it was, to me, still uncomfortable, like the hour and a half of getting all the gay stuff. When Elio puts his dick inside a peach, I thought, I'm never eating a peach the same fucking way, because that's just fucking disgusting. I, for one, would never use a fruit to put on my dick, because it would freak me the fuck out. After that scene, next thing you know, Oliver fucking eats it, and I thought, and that was completely ew. That's ugh, I can't stand it. This is why I know I'm not doing that 50 Shades of Grey bullshit. Elio confesses to Marzia that they're not boyfriend and girlfriend, and that made me think, you dick, I fucking told you someone is not only gonna get hurt, but heartbroken. God damn, this movie makes me fucking angry. Oliver and Elio go to a place with waterfalls, and that, on the other hand, was beautifully shot, and I like those moments until Elio goes back home and cries like a wussy. We are almost at the end of the movie, and Elio is home, and Oliver calls, and this is when I think he was being a hypocrite. He was acting gay for Elio and is engaged to a woman Then when the fucking credits roll finally, they have a prolonged scene while credits are rolling showing Elio crying and looking depressed. I hated that, how long that took, by the way, folks. It was just way too long. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 4.6 out of 10. I like the shots of Italy and the waterfalls at the end, but this unfortunately is very slowly paced and it felt a hell of a lot longer than 2 hours and 12 minutes. And it was very uncomfortable at times to watch. But don't get me wrong, it is well made, but I didn't like it. And it surprises me Rotten Tomatoes gave it a really high rating and is nominated for Academy Awards. Well, I like Brokeback Mountain better than this piece of shit. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to see if Gary Oldman wins the Best Actor, and I'll say that for now. And before I say goodbye, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe, watch some more videos, and please leave a positive comment in the bottom. And until next time, and the Oscar goes to...